We start, though, in Germany. And boy, Borussia Dortmund, who we were so excited about after the opening weekend, just threw all that excitement pretty much down the toilet with a 2-0 defeat against Augsburg. Aage Fjortoft is with us. Jan, this was, look, obviously, well done Augsburg. They bullied Dortmund. They did what they had to do. But from someone who wants a bit of competition in the Bundesliga, this is really disappointing.
Yeah, I feel so disappointed at Dortmund. I mean, there are so many cliches. It was like boys against men. Like you said, Augsburg had a clear game plan. They're going to bully the young kids. And you're ending up with having Reyna and Haaland being the guys who are like fighting, battling for everything except for the ball at sometimes. And it was very, very disappointing. We have said that Dortmund got to take the next step. I mean, they took a step back today. That was a very, very sad performance by the Yellow and Blacks.
They just got into their heads, didn't they, Jan?
I'm not sure about that. I think there's the same weaknesses they've had before. I mean, first half against Gladbach last game, they had a Rosa team, Gladbach team. They attacked them quite early. They had some problem, but then some magic penalties, some magic for Sancho, Reyna, and Haaland make it 3-0. In this game, from the start, they looked like they wanted to be kind of going down, and Augsburg is a strong physical team. Heiko Herrlich is the manager. He knew how to stop them. And the sad thing for Dortmund is that a lot of German managers, coaches will have a look at this game and think, wow, that is the easy way to take them on. Yeah,
that would certainly be the concern if you're a Dortmund fan, because that plan works so effectively against this young side. So that leads us to the question, how do you address it? How do you fix this from a Dortmund perspective?
Well, I think the easy address is to say, well, we play with two 70-year-olds, we play with two 20-years-old, but I didn't see Scham, I didn't see Hummels. Where were they when people were fighting? Where were they when Haaland was in a wrestling game against the defender of Augsburg? In second half, where were they when Reyna went on his own he was kind of fouled 3 or 4 times, and it was Haaland and Reyna all by themselves. That is not a team spirit they need. And somewhere, I've been in Hoffenheim, that is a very small place. I guess Bayern won't be there at the moment. But if they were in a hotel in Hoffenheim, they would just laugh and think, well, is this the biggest challenger? We could play Sepp Maier in goal tomorrow against Hoffenheim and still win the league.
Play Xhaka in goal. Jan, I suppose is this a sign of things to come for Dortmund, or could this be the wake-up call they needed?
Let's hope so, but the sad thing is that we're taking all these cliches that we've used in other years. We've seen that before, but I certainly hope that they will keep going for it. There is a very young team. We didn't see a lot of Bellingham today. We didn't see a lot of Reyna today. I think our man Erling Haaland had one chance. That was just the chance at the end. Sancho was okay in first half. He just disappeared in the second half. I think they will keep going for it. But I think that we need some leaders in that team. We need Can, Hummels, Witsel to stand up for them, because sometimes you need to be big boys and not only play on that young enthusiasm.
You know what my next question is going to be, Jan? How does this defeat affect Jadon Sancho's future?
Well, after 5th of October, Dan, which question will you then give me? You have to prepare. You have to prepare. I talked to Dortmund this morning, and they told me which team in the world will give away a key player so close to the deadline. I think that gives all the answers.
Meanwhile, Jan, Leipzig take on Bayer Leverkusen. Spoils shared in this one.
Yeah, Leipzig starting very well. A great goal by Emil Forsberg. That was Paulsen, the Danish guy, got the ball, got him into his feet, and Emil Forsberg did ever so well. But to be fair to Leverkusen, they deserved the equalizer, and they were the better team. And for us Norwegian, if you think I will talk a lot about Haaland, I will also speak about Sørloth, who came from Trabzonspor, of course, to Leipzig. He came on after 30 minutes. I think the plan was to only play him 20-30 minutes today. He couldn't do a lot in a Leipzig team that at the end, I think they would be happy to take 1 point away because, as I said, Leverkusen looked like the better team.
Meanwhile, Schalke. How do you describe Schalke without swearing, Jan? Terrible again today off the back of that 8-0 defeat against Bayern Munich. Losing against a poor Werder Bremen side. Where do they go from here?
Well, I've learned my lesson, not swearing, so I won't use that. I'll try to find some metaphors. I think that the sad thing about Schalke is that Schalke is one of the biggest team in Europe historical scene, but there's nothing left from them now. They have won 11 now in 2 games, and I think David Wagner and the Schalke players should be so happy for Corona. They will probably be the only one in the world who will be happy for Corona, because if they had fans in the stadium, they will absolutely batter them. It's 18 games now without a win. 18! And if they could afford it, or I probably will do it anyway, but I think that the next week, I predict that we could see 2 fire coaches in the Bundesliga. I can see that the Mainz coach Bayerlotzer will get fired. They've been striking this week, and it's totally chaos there. And David Wagner, I mean, you just have to go. It's so sad the way they defend. And if you see this backup, the defender, he's been linked to Liverpool. He's been linked everywhere. He is spitting, making penalties, getting a red card. He should start linking up with his teammates and forgot all the linking to the big clubs in the world. He is so sad. And for me, he's the symbol of how Schalke is looking at them all. They are going down and nobody seems to care.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.